Hello, my name is Kazanfer, and welcome to this section of publishing and embedding. And in this lesson, I'm going to introduce you to the topics that we're going to cover in this section. So let's get right to it. So there's a lot that we're going to learn, and we're going to learn how to actually access these options from Microsoft Power BI Online as well. And we're going to connect our PowerPoint as well. So first of all, we're going to explore the options in publishing and embedding the dashboards, and then we're going to use PowerPoint and see how we're going to display our reports over there. Also, we're going to work around with the usage reports and see the developer options available as well. So I hope you're ready for this section, and I hope you learn a lot. Hello, my name is Kazanfer, and welcome back to this section. We've learned about publishing and embedding dashboards. We have started this section, and in this lesson, we're going to learn about it in depth. So let's go to our Microsoft Power BI and look at this example dashboard that we have. This is the same dashboard example we used in our themes section, and that's what we're going to use over here. So what I want to do right now is go to home and publish this. That's very important. In parallel, I also want to go to my Microsoft Power BI, and over here what I want to check is my, of course, my area of desktop, my workspace. I want to give you a small walkthrough around it. Let's save these changes. After saving these report contents, it gives you these tabs where it shows that it's working on it, and of course after it's done everything, it also gives you a message, a confirmation, a verification that it has done everything that has been stated. So let's go to our Microsoft Power BI. Before we do that, let's just select my workspace, the place we're gonna, and let's publish the human resources sample to our Microsoft Power BI. So let's go to our Power BI. Over here we have our sales dashboard available, and in your workspace, of course, you've got your data sets, your workbooks, your sales report. There are a lot of options that we will study, including this usage metrics report that we're going to study in our next topic as well. So here we're waiting for Power BI to publish our human resources sample to Power BI Online. And as it does that, let's just go through our sales dashboard. So let's open our sales dashboard. Over here we've got our book one, and we have our manufacturer data over here available. So right now the problem that we have over here is that these are images. However, when working with actual dashboards on Microsoft Power BI Online, what we notice is that we can edit them online as well, and we can see the different options that we have. So that's another use of publishing your Microsoft Power BI to your Power BI Online and seeing the reports. You're also going to learn about the contrast features and how to use this with PowerPoint. So let's look through it right now. This is our Power BI, and over here what we want to do is let's open a new file in our PowerPoint. When we go to PowerPoint, we have options available. In our new option, we get the option of a blank. Let's just select a blank presentation for now, and after we selected a blank, presentation, you have the options of insert. So, like we know, maybe we want to insert our Microsoft Power BI dashboard, not only the pictures, the whole dashboard, a working dashboard in our Microsoft Power, in our Microsoft PowerPoint. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna insert it. So we go to insert and we go to my apps. We have the Power BI tiles option, which we can add to our presentation. After we add it, we can adjust it to the size of our screen, of course, see what suits us, and our Microsoft Power BI works. And our currently our browser version is not supported, so you've got to make sure your browser version is supported. You've got to make sure you're updated. And right now we're finished publishing to our Power BI, so let's go to our Microsoft Power BI online. Let's go to our workspace. In our workspace, we're gonna look for our reports, and here we have our human resources sample. So what's important is that for now, let's just close our blank worksheet so it does not disrupt our video, of course. So here we have our worksheet. Now we have a lot of different options. We have the files option where we can embed in SharePoint, we can publish to web, export to PowerPoint, and this is the option that we need. You can toggle around other options as well. So right now we're gonna export it. And while it exports, I'm going to show you another nice feature that we have in our Microsoft Power BI Online, which is when we go to view, we have the option of making it fit to the page. We have the option of making it fit to the width. We have the option of making sure it is the actual size, and we have the option for the high contrast colors. So when you select the high contrast colors, you can make it look like this. It's pretty cool, and as you can see, the female male ratio can be worked around with, and you can click and it looks pretty cool. So you can actually even go to your high contrast too and work around that as well. And here, as you can see, you can go to your northwest and select it, and it filters everything. Let's go to our high contrast 3, which is the black one. We have the high contrast 4, which is more white in color. It seems a little cartoonish, I agree. You have other options including pin to live reset, but we that's something you can toggle around with yourself. So right now what we want to do is open our human resources file, and let's check it out. When we click on our human resources file, what happens is that PowerPoint loads the file, and while it loads, let's just look at this option we have over here. And right now PowerPoint is loading the file of human resources. So what I want you to do right now is guess what's gonna happen, because you may be wondering that a dashboard may pop up, you may be wondering if it's a picture that will pop up, you may be wondering if it might come in different slides, or how the Power BI Online actually organizes this in our Microsoft PowerPoint. So that's something we need to figure out, and that's something you'll see right about in a moment. But before we get to that, as I said, I wanted to show you this option that we have over here, where you can generate a QR code or analyze in Excel. Of course, you've seen these options before, and it's very important that you go through these, because when you pin to a live page or reset, you actually access some things that are very advanced, and might be useful to you. Along with this, you also have to check whether your report is in a dashboard format or not. Right now it's not. This is just an example, but maybe you need it in your uh, dashboard format, just like my sales dashboard. But right now it's not that necessary. So let's just look around this and see what happens. So what I want to do right now is I want to look at my human resources sample, which is over here. It's loading. And before we get to it, as you can see, this was our general example. So we're not expecting high contrast colors. However, we are expecting something around this theme. So this is how you import it to your human resources, uh, to your Microsoft PowerPoint. So there isn't much that you will see when this actually opens. What happens is that your human resources sample is displayed in picture format. So it's not something that you expect will be out of the ordinary, but it's a simple picture and you can display it. However, if you still need to use your Power BI in your PowerPoint, you'll have to use it in the same method as including your apps or insert option in Microsoft Power BI, which you have right over here. So instead of making you wait, I'm just gonna uh, brief you of what's gonna happen. You're just gonna get a picture of dashboard in your slides and or maybe right about here, and that's what's gonna happen. So the better way to work around in your PowerPoint is to add these Power BI tags. Of course, you'll have to download them, but you'll have to work around them to make your PowerPoint much accessible for the users. I hope you've understood how our publish and embed options work in our Microsoft Power BI online, and I hope to see you in the next lesson as well. Back to this section. In this lesson, we'll be learning about our Power BI usage reports. So let's get right to it. It's pretty simple. What we're going to do is we're going to go to our Microsoft Power BI online and we're going to look at our usage reports, how many people have observed the report and how many people have seen it. So let's get right to it. Here we have our human resources report that we need to look onto. But before we do that, let's just go to our reports, and over here in our reports we have our option for usage metrics report. As you can see, currently this is blank, 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 and the views per day are also blank. This is because this reports usage report is just made right now, and so is the dashboard. So that's why the views per day and the total views have been none, because nobody has viewed it after the usage report has been made. However, if I go to my sales and I look at the usage metrics, this will be a little different. Like the total views up till now have been 12, and they tell you the views by user as well. So this is a very good way to visualize your data. However, you'll have to subscribe to Power BI to access this feature and look around it. So I hope you've understood how to look at your usage metrics, and I hope to see you in the next lesson as well. Hello, my name is Kazanfer, and welcome back to this section of publishing and embedding your dashboards and reports. And we finally come to the conclusion. We've learned a lot in this lesson: how to view our usage reports and how to publish, and all the other options in Microsoft Power BI Online related to your viewing and other options as well. We've also learned about PowerPoint and how we can display our Microsoft Power BI over there as well, and how we can save copies and download reports as well. So it's pretty easy to publish and embed the reports in Microsoft Power BI Online, and I hope you've understood about it.